In ancient times, among the kings of the lunar dynasty, there lived a ruler named Nahusha. He was known for his wisdom, discipline, and devotion to Dharma. His reign was marked by righteousness, and he earned the respect of sages and gods alike. Through years of virtuous deeds and spiritual merit, Nahusha accumulated immense power. His fame spread across the three worlds, and he was regarded as a king who upheld justice and order. At that time, a great disturbance occurred in the heavens. Indra, the king of the gods, had slain the demon Vritra, but the act brought upon him the sin of Brahmahatya. Overwhelmed by the consequences, Indra went into hiding, leaving the throne of heaven vacant. The gods, sages, and celestial beings were left without a leader. In their search for a worthy ruler, they turned to Nahusha, whose virtue and strength made him the ideal candidate. Nahusha was invited to ascend to the throne of Indra. At first, he ruled the heavens with humility and responsibility. His wisdom guided his decisions, and the balance of the cosmos was maintained. The gods found stability under his leadership. However, as time passed, the immense power of the heavenly throne began to influence his mind. Surrounded by divine luxuries, praised by celestial beings, and wielding authority over the three worlds, Nahusha slowly began to change. The humility that once defined him started to fade. Pride took its place. He began to see himself not as a caretaker of the throne, but as its rightful master. The sense of duty transformed into a desire for dominance. In his growing arrogance, Nahusha turned his attention toward Shachi, the queen of Indra. Blinded by ego and desire, he sought to claim her as his own, disregarding the sanctity of Dharma. Shachi, wise and composed, understood the danger of Nahusha's transformation. Unable to oppose him directly, she sought time and devised a plan to reveal his true nature. Nahusha, eager to assert his power, demanded that he be carried in a grand procession, not by ordinary beings, but by the greatest sages themselves. Under the influence of his pride, he ordered the revered rishis to bear his palanquin. Among those who carried him were some of the most respected sages in existence. Despite their immense spiritual stature, they complied to maintain cosmic order. Yet Nahusha's arrogance did not stop there. As the palanquin moved, he grew impatient with its pace. His ego demanded speed, and he failed to recognize the greatness of those carrying him. In a moment of complete arrogance, Nahusha kicked one of the sages, the great Agastya. That single act shattered the illusion of his greatness. Agastya, though calm and composed, could not ignore such disrespect. Through his spiritual power, he pronounced a curse upon Nahusha. In an instant, Nahusha lost all his divine glory. His celestial form vanished, and he fell from the heavens, transformed into a serpent. From the highest throne of the gods, he was cast down to the earth, condemned to crawl in darkness. A stark reminder of the consequences of arrogance. Years passed as Nahusha lived in this cursed form, reflecting upon his actions. The pride that once consumed him was replaced by remorse and realization. In time, during the events of the Mahabharata, Nahusha encountered Yudhishthira. Through a conversation rooted in wisdom and Dharma, Nahusha's curse was finally lifted. Freed from his suffering, he regained his higher state, purified by the lessons he had learned. The story of Nahusha stands as a powerful reminder within Hindu mythology. It reveals how even the most virtuous can fall when blinded by power and ego. It teaches that true greatness lies not in authority, but in humility. Power without self-control leads to downfall, while wisdom guided by Dharma leads to liberation. From a righteous king to the ruler of heaven, and from there to a fallen serpent, Nahusha's journey reflects the fragile balance between virtue and arrogance. And in that journey lies a timeless truth, that no height is permanent when humility is lost, and no fall is final when wisdom is regained. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mythology Medley. Click the bell icon for more such amazing mythological content.